Hello everyone, welcome back. I am your friend in ZhiHu. Today we will try to set up a WordPress server or a software to help us to build a website. Typically, people would like to use a WordPress to help them to build a blog website. But today, I'm going to teach you guys how can you build a social question and answer WordPress website. The name for it is kind of long, but that's okay. The original zine of this will cost you $59. But for me, I already have a copy of it, so I don't have to spend the money for it. And if you, let's say, if you want this zine, you can contact me and I could sell it to you with just $10, right? It's quite cheap. I could give it to you with $10. So you don't have to spend $59 to buy this zine, okay? So at the beginning, for the Docker, it already has a post that teaches you how can you use the Docker to set up a WordPress service. This is the original code that he has. But I'm going to do some changes to it to fit my needs. So for example, at the beginning, we got our DB service, right? And the service is based on MySQL database. And for that kind of database, we have our root password, we have our database name, we have our user, which is now XO, the password inside XO 666. Perfect. And then we got the WordPress service. For this service, it depends on the database, so that's why here we use the DB file here. Then it exposes the 8000 port to the 80 port. Great. And for the WordPress, it has to specify the database information, something like that in here. We need to change this for a little bit. For example, the database user would now be inside XO, and the password inside XO 666. The DB LAN WordPress, no problem. Then for the variant, we need to export it to our local storage so we can save it. And when we need to transfer this service from this machine to another machine, this folder could be very helpful for us. And it also applies for this folder. Okay, that's the basics, but we need to go on to a more advanced level. For example, we want to create a common network so that we could let's say connect it to, for example, this database, or we could reuse this database in other Docker image. Let me guess, we need to let all of them inside of a network, something like that. So let's do it for the database. We should do something like this. We can specify the network to some net. So that's not right. Let's say inner net. For the second one, we also specify the network to inner net. The problem for it now is that we need to create an inner net for both of them. So at the bottom, we do this. We specify the network, the inner net. Driver is a bridge network. Okay, let's try it out. I don't want to waste that much time on it. So sudo docker compose up d. We get an error. Let's do it again. This time we still get an error. For WordPress, whatever cannot start a service WordPress. Driver field programming external connectivity on endpoints that's bound for 8000 field. The port is already allocated. Then can we use some other port? Yes, we can. So now if we go to localhost 8999, we would be able to say something like this. That's how you install the WordPress or how to set it up. Here we will choose the English language and do the continue. I'm going to set the title of my website. I'm going to set it to ask and give it the username, inside XO, the password, email. We're done. Now, if we get into this page, you would see a window like this. That's the dashboard of WordPress. If you go to the home page, you will see something like this. Now, no, not so fancy, right? To be honest, ugly. Then let's say, what can we do about it? From the DISCY documents, we'll see how can we install it. First, we go to the appearance themes. So if we go to the appearance themes, at the top, we will see add new button. And here we got the upload theme button. We click it and we choose the discy.zip file. After that, we click the install now. We'll get an error. It says that the uploaded field exists. The upload max field size directive in php .ini file. That's a expected behavior because for the PHP, I mean, quite weird. You have to add this file inside of the root directory of your PHP project, and it should be containing 3 lines of codes. For us, luckily, we have the file, the PHP file inside of this folder. So we just have to create a file called ini.php, I guess. No, php.ini. Sorry. And inside of that file, it should contain 3 lines of code right in here. And we need to make the max field size to be 50 megabytes. Post max size also 50 megabytes. Memory limits also 50 megabytes. Now, why we cannot do that? Okay, after using the sudo permission, we would be able to create this file. After that, what we need to do is to say sudo Docker compose restart. Now, if we go back to our website and redo that kind of scene, redo that upload, we would be able to say this package or this thing installed successfully. But now, if we go back to our homepage and we do a refresh, we see nothing because we haven't really activated that zine yet. So we collect the zine here and we choose the disky zine. We activate it. It will ask us to do the register to be able to do the following task, but I don't want to do that for now. So let's go back to our website and we will say now our homepage becomes something like this. Okay. If we go to the plugin, we would say this zine requires the following plugins. We need to install them. So we click the begin installing plugin and we select them all. We hit the apply button. Nothing really happened. So we need to install the install text for each of them. The first one finished. Then we need to install the second one. Okay, the second one finished. So now we need to activate both of them. First one activated, the second one activated. Great. Now we would be able to use this scene without any problem. If you look carefully, if you go to the, let's say, settings, not settings, from here you can see a disky menu for you. If you click it, you would see a bunch of options that you can you can choose. For example, if you enable the active ask a question button at the set, you go back to your home page, you do a refresh. Well, I forgot to save it. You have to go to the button, then click the save options. Yeah, after that, after we refresh our page, you will see at the right corner we got a right button. If we click it, we will see a table like this. We could add something to it. For example, a stupid crossing. No category was available for now. We add some text to it. Agree these terms of policy. Then publish your crossings. We got an error because we haven't selected the category yet, but the category is an empty one for now. Okay, so we need to add a category. So for now, if we go to the crossings, here we got the crossings menu. Here we got the crossing categories. From there, we could add a category. For example, I could say general. Then we hit the add new category button. And now we got a general category in here. Now we should be able to choose a category. Okay. So if we refresh this page and we select the general, we publish this crossing. Now we will say a page like this. And if we go to the home page, we would not see any crossing out there. That's weird. I was expected to say that kind of problem or crossing. So if we go to the back end, we go to the admin page, we will say crossing last in here. We could do some editing to it. Now it should be public visible. Okay, all of a sudden, I start to realize one thing, that it doesn't really necessarily need to have a crossings page for all of us. For example, let me explain this to you. All you have to do is go to yourself and go to the asked crossings. And from there, if you click the crossings, you would say a list of crossings that you have ever asked to all of them. And if someone answered you, you would get a notification and you could go to there. Okay, in the end, since I have never used the WordPress before, so I have to do a let's say I have to check about the documents that the Zine team provided for us. So what we need to do is create a new page, then choose from template home, choose your options for that page, and set it the home page to go to the WordPress setting, reading. Choose a static, whatever, choose your page. Okay, so from here we need to add a new page. It's quite interesting that I didn't see any template, so I'm going to import it. We'll probably import WordPress. Yeah, after that we select the XML file. Then we need to submit it. Yeah, after that I have seen a lot of posts. We could add a new page, but again I didn't see any template kind of stuff like that. So as I think we probably shouldn't do that much work. It can be as simple as first we go to the customize and we go to, from here you can see we got nothing, right? But if we go to the homepage settings and if we select the static page, we select the home. Now you will see all those classings as a last displayed in here. So I guess that's enough for us. We're gonna hit the publish button and we go back to the home page. From there we could say a lot of things right in there. This is what we want. So I guess this is the end of the WordPress tutorial. I will see you guys in other kind of experiments. Bye.